What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. New week, fresh outlook on this thing. Tonight I'm going to get the rear Johnny joints swapped out for the correct size, and then the only thing that's left is install the drive shaft. That'll be here on Thursday, and we got to fill up the fuel cell back there and just make sure all that stuff is good to go, no leaks and stuff like that. I know the electrical is good. We've already extended the wiring harness back there, so there's really no reason that shouldn't just work, and then we're ready to pull this baby out. There's not too many more satisfying things than just a box full of Jeep parts. Why is this one opened? I guess I opened that one because it looks pretty clean cut. Look how pretty these are. Very, very nice, baby. Let's go. All right, so the time has come. We got everything nice and clean. Look at the table. There's no mess anymore. There's nothing underneath the Jeep. She is sitting all by herself, nice and clean for once. Whoa. So the time has finally come to open up the last major component of this build. This is one of the most important pieces of any build. Bam. Custom drive shafts from Adams. Oh, it's kind of fancy that they like tuck it in there. I think it just kind of slid over actually though. It's being padded by the free t-shirt that you get when you order from them, so sweet. Bam, big shout out to Adams. I love that they include a t-shirt and then you get fresh hardware with everything. It's just super nice. Their powder coating quality is super good as well. So I'm gonna throw this baby in there, and then I'm just gonna keep cleaning up. I'm probably gonna wait to fire this thing up. There's a couple stupid little things I should do under the hood here. I need to move my fuse box back because the hood hits it, and we can put my hood pins back in. Those have been sitting over here for the past 2 years. So I think it's finally time that I put these back to use. So we made it, baby. All right, so I think the time has come. We're gonna start the Jeep. We're gonna pull her out. I'm gonna try and actually just pull it into the middle of the shop to give me some room to work. I went and I got some gas. I'm not sure if 3 gallons is gonna be enough, but that's what we're gonna play with. Last night I came and I threw this panel on and I got my hood latches good to go. So here we go. This will be the first time I'm filling up the cell, and hopefully my fuel lines want to hold, and hopefully she starts. She drove herself out of the shop, baby. Oh man. Unbelievable. She's running, baby. Well, I hope the lighting's okay in here. Let me stand over here by the light. Took a couple laps around and no issues at all. I mean, there's some things clanking around that I gotta hunt down, but didn't overheat. Nothing's leaking. The brakes held. Unbelievable. This is so crazy. So crazy. I can't believe it. Just in time for it to start raining outside too. Unbelievable. I wish I could have had someone to film and like capture my genuine thing, but holy cow. We'll do that again. Like next nice day, I'll pull this thing out and I'm sure I'll have the same reaction. But for now, I just gotta catch my breath and I'll talk to you guys later. Well, now it's pouring rain too. It's hard to tell on here, but dang. So, you know, some things just are meant to be. I really wanted to have this thing out in the sunshine, but you know what? Man, expectations will kill you. Oh yeah, it's raining pretty good out there now. I'm really happy I got this thing back in here. I'm just gonna stick around while it cools down to make sure everything's good. Nothing leaks all over. This is crazy. All right, guys, so now that we've got the Jeep out of the garage, I've taken it for a lap or two around the block. I have a better idea of some of the things I need to focus on right away. There's really not much that needs to be done to get this thing on the road and we can actually take her for a drive. But one of the biggest things I really want to get done just for aesthetic wise, and after driving it, I do realize I'm definitely going to need a sway bar. When you're taking a turn, this thing likes to lean. So I have an anti-rock off the old Jeep, so I'm going to try and get that on here on this bumper design. And I'm going to try and build my own bumper. It kind of flew off and turned into a million pieces, but not a big deal. I really wanted to have someone come down and film pulling this thing out so you can get my genuine reaction, but it was just a quiet afternoon. There was nobody around, and I was able to get this thing out and rip it up and down the street, and it was just so cool. I got those couple clips that we'll throw in, but she is looking good. One of the other, really the only thing I need to do, I think, to get this thing to pass inspection would be some blinkers. So I went ahead. These are what I use. These are Parts Am 3-wire, 3/4 inch lights. These are clear lens with an amber LED. I just went ahead and got a 10-pack of them, so I have them. Those fit right into here on the Poison Spider fenders. I think I have a video, I think doing this whole Highline install, I think I kind of went over some of that. One of the last things left in getting this thing roadworthy is going to be putting the little LED blinkers into the Poison Spider fenders. So I had some in here previously, and so I have a good idea of what wires go to which. But basically this is the big front square blinker that's normally here. And I'm just going to chop off this connector, and we'll splice on this little 3/4 3-wire. If you're gonna do this 3-wire little blinker, and then that sits right in there, and we should be good to go. Every time I'm doing electrical, I say this. These are lifesavers. You can see those two little jaws up there. They just grab the wire. I'm squeezing it just lightly to keep the thing hanging, but like all you do is squeeze it, and bam, you got a perfect stripped wire. It's unbelievable. You need a pair of these. Right, so I definitely want to show you guys what is up with these blinkers. So when you go to an LED blinker, the factory system kind of has a heart attack. What we did is we have a relay in here. If you go on like Amazon, you can just search like an LED relay for Jeeps and stuff. They all come up. And so I just got a 10-pack of like these Parts Am amber LEDs. They come with 3 wires. You got to make sure you get the 3-wire for the blinkers to work. Or you can have a 2-wire, but then you won't have a running lamp and a blinker. This is both in one, which is really nice. So black on the light to black with a yellow tracer. So black to black with yellow. Then we got white to black on the Jeep. White on the light, black on the Jeep. And then we got red to red. On the driver's side, the red is gray. That's so confusing, but your power is gray. So it's all the same. Black to black, black to black with yellow tracer, red to gray, white to black. And they just work. These are like your main, this would take place of the front square blinker. And then over here, you got black and a power. And these also function as your side markers. You don't need those, but I'm gonna make them work because I have them. And all you have to do is run your 2 powers there and then just ground the light separately. This is how I have it hooked up right now, but this will all be cleaned up. I'm gonna go ahead and use these fancy connectors that we got. These are the solder seal connectors, and these are super rad because they have the adhesive on there, but then the middle of them is also solder. So once you get them to the right temperature, the adhesive, which is the color, it melts and seals the wire. And then the solder melts and it keeps your wires together nice and strong. So these things are super rad. They're much slimmer than using these. Like if you've ever tried to tape up these connectors, it's just like a big ball. These keep everything nice and slim. I do kind of like the idea of being able to disconnect everything though. I think I'm just gonna go ahead with these because, yeah, I mean, I can slip these out of the fender if I have to. You push it out of the grommet, and then you can pull the grommet through and everything. So I think I'll be all right with just these being hardwired. Alrighty, blinkers are tidied up. Came out super clean. Look at that. And they function. I checked, and they actually do function. So super happy with that. I'm gonna have to do some wire management under there eventually. I actually grabbed my MLC out of the other Jeep this weekend. So this is another project that'll get wired in there in time. One thing that's cool about this Jeep is that it actually had factory fog lights. So I'll probably just use that. And I might not even need the MLC, to be honest. Because on the other Jeep, I had a whole bunch of fancy lights. Well, maybe I'll get there eventually, but for now, I'll just hook up to the factory fog lights. But one of the last chores that needs to be done before I can get this thing out and flex it is I need to tighten up all the jam nuts on the control arms. So these control arms are the big boys, and they use some big boy jam nuts. I believe they're 1 7/8". So I just went ahead, bit the bullet, and got the whole set of Crowfoot wrenches from Barnes. And hopefully this will do everything I need them to do. I also have a gigantic adjustable wrench. So between the two, I think we'll be able to get it done. And then we can finally test the suspension on this thing.